Hello, welcome to another episode of Child Abuse Awareness. Well, today it isn't too much about child abuse and the way that it is, because the fact is, our officers and our other people that are heroes, that firefighters and all, there are heroes that try to serve and protect us. So today's going to be about bringing awareness to this officer. This should never have happened. Thoughts and prayers go out to the family. So without further ado, this is his picture right here. McNairy County, Tennessee Deputy Officer Rick Henley was killed while on duty. The killer is Daniel Jeremiah Holmes. He is deceased as well. We'll get to the story in a few minutes. Few seconds. The Copyright Disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might not otherwise be infringing. Sorry, this really gets me. That might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Let me get the link down here for if somebody wants to end up going at the bottom of the page. Without further ado, let me get the newspaper article, the news report to share with you all. This is the officer. All right. So it said officer killed and shooting to be escorted from Memphis Hospital back to McNairy County. Okay. But more details emerge involving the death of Selmer officer. Further details are surfacing surrounding the events that led to the death of a Selmer police officer Saturday. This was December the 14th, 2024. The Selmer Police Department released the following official statement to social media earlier today. On Saturday, December the 14th, 2024, just after 3 p.m., the Selmer Police Department received complaints of a suspicious male in the 100 block of New Bethel Road. Officers arrived and was told that the male had attempted to force his way into a residence, then fired several shots into the door. So his aim was to try to kill somebody. The male had left on foot before they arrived. The officers had received information the male was across the street. Officer Rick Henley, who was working part-time with the Selmer Police Department but full-time with the McNairy County Sheriff's Office, located the individual in a driveway to a residence. The individual attacked Officer Deputy Finley physically, then shot him several times. Lieutenant Ron Pilkington of the Selmer Police Department arrived in those moments and was able to return fire, killing the suspect. The Selmer Police Department contacted the 25th Judicial District Attorney's Office and, at their request, asked the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation to investigate. We ask for your thoughts and prayers while we go through this difficult time. Here he is right here. He's our hero. Tennessee Bureau of Investigation has now released the name of the individual who was killed in the officer-involved shooting in McNairy County. The official release preliminary information indicates that when the first officer arrived, he encountered Daniel Jeremiah Holmes, date of birth March 2nd, 1985. Holmes attacked the officer before firing several shots, striking the officer and fatally wounding him. A second officer arrived at the location and returned fire, striking Holmes. He was pronounced deceased at the scene. According to TBI, the events that led up to the officer-involved shooting remained under investigation at this time. I'm sure the news reports will come out Also, several law enforcement and first responder agencies from all across West Tennessee are coming forth via social media, offering their thoughts and prayers to the family of Officer Deputy Finley and all those involved. Stay tuned to WBBJ 7 Eyewitness News, okay? This was the story here. So let's go over here. This is where he was transported from Memphis Hospital back to McNairy County, where he was put. The officer who was killed in the shooting will be escorted back from Memphis back to McNairy County on Sunday evening, according to McNairy County Sheriff's Office. Officer Sergeant Rick Finley, who was working part-time with the Selmer Police Department but full-time with McNairy County Sheriff's Department, was shot several times and later died, responding to a suspicious person call on New Bethel Road on Saturday just after 3 p.m. Lieutenant Ron Pilkington of the Selmer Police Department arrived on the scene and returned fire on the suspect, Daniel Jeremiah Holmes, and killed him. There have been an escort of law enforcement officers from around the state. McNairy County Sheriff's Department said they will update everyone on an estimated time of arrival. They will travel around the bypass to the intersection of Highway 4664, where they will turn onto Mulberry Avenue and proceed the process to Shackelford Funeral Home. So anybody that wanted to show their support during this time will pay respect is asked to be on the Mulberry between the city park and downtown. I'm not sure whether this has already taken place or whatever, or if it's taking place right now, but if it's, please be there and support. And there's another way to support him as well. This is an organization here that I gave the link to, Officer Down Memorial Page. Help ODMP support, honor, and remember fallen law enforcement heroes. Pledge support to Charity 62937 via the combined federal campaign. Then when I click on him, here it is. And then it says add to my heroes. You can even write a reflection on him. So if you knew him or met him, you can write a reflection about him here. Rick Finley, Sergeant Rick Finley, was shot and killed while responding to a suspicious person complaint at the 100 block of New Bethel Road in Selmer at 3 p.m. As he and another officer arrived at the scene, an armed suspect ambushed them, and Sergeant Finley was shot multiple times. The suspect was shot and killed by the other responding officer. Sergeant Finley was transported to the nearest hospital where he succumbed to his injuries. Sergeant Finley was a United States Army National Guard veteran. He had served part-time with the Selmer Police Department while also serving with the McNairy County Sheriff's Office, where he worked for 13 years. He is survived by his wife and his children. He was 39 years old. Here's the map of where this happened. Right here. That's New Bethel Road. So this is where it happened, everybody. So thoughts and prayers go out to the family. Let's keep the word out. Let's support our fallen heroes. Hey there. How you doing there, Tammy? Good to see you. Hi, hi, Chris. I'm glad you're here. Hey, Bucket. Good to see you. Much love to you. Y'all, please pass this on. This family, there's little kids involved and everything. You know, they got to be hurting right now. This is a big deal. We need to stand up for the good ones that's out there. Thank you, everybody, and may God bless each and every one of y'all.